While playing on the beach, a little girl noticed something strange. An enormous cruise ship was heading straight toward the shore. Seeing this, her family quickly got up and rushed away from the coastline, hurrying back to the vacation villa they had rented.
But when they arrived, they realized the internet was down and they couldn't connect to anything.
Just then, Jack heard a knock at the door. When he opened it, he found a man and a young girl standing outside. The man introduced himself as Will, and the girl was his daughter, Myha'la. Will explained that he was actually the owner of the villa. According to him, there had been a massive power outage and internet failure across the city, plunging everything into chaos. To protect himself and Myha'la, he had decided to return early to this remote old house. Julia was skeptical, but after seeing an emergency broadcast on TV detailing how serious the situation really was, she reluctantly agreed to let them stay. The next morning, the youngest daughter spotted a herd of deer in the yard. Meanwhile, Will found a severed arm on the beach, and Jack, while driving on the road, saw thick red smoke rapidly heading toward him. He immediately turned the car around and fled. Back on the beach, Will stood frozen as he saw limbs and airplane wreckage scattered everywhere. Suddenly, a plane came hurtling toward him, forcing him to turn and run. Elsewhere, the little girl spotted a mansion in the distance and wanted her brother to go explore it with her. But when he refused, she had no choice but to give up and stay. Later, as Will and Julia were talking, Jack returned, holding a red card he had picked up.
Jack's son recognized the symbol on it right away.
Without wasting time, Jack gathered his family and set out for home. Along the way, Julia noticed a massive pileup of crashed vehicles ahead. Strangely, all the cars had their autopilot systems on, but no drivers inside. Suddenly, another car barreled toward them from behind. Julia swerved to avoid it, but then more cars started coming at them one after another. Thanks to her sharp driving skills, she managed to dodge them all. They eventually made it back to Jack's house. The next day, the boy discovered that all his teeth had fallen out. Will and Jack decided to visit a neighbor to ask for help, while Julia and Myha'la went into the forest to look for the youngest daughter.
Instead, they ran into a group of moose. Julia and Myha'la yelled at the animals, trying to scare them off. The moose simply turned and vanished into the woods. Meanwhile, Jack and Will arrived at the neighbor Danny's house. Jack pleaded for medicine to save the boy, but Danny refused. Desperate, Jack begged him, humbling himself completely. Touched by Jack's sincerity, Danny finally agreed and sold him a bottle of medicine. Jack rushed back to give it to his son. Later, Will explained that it only takes 3 steps to bring a country to its knees. Step 1, isolation, cut off communication and transportation. Step 2, chaos, launch covert attacks and spread misinformation to destroy people's morale and mental stability. With no clear enemy or motive, people will turn on each other. And if that works, step 3 is inevitable. At that moment, Julia and Myha'la looked up and saw a mushroom cloud rising over the city. Their hometown had just suffered a nuclear attack. Meanwhile, the little girl had already made it to the mansion she saw earlier. She was stuffing her face with food when she discovered a door leading to the basement. It turned out to be a fully stocked fallout shelter. In one corner, a computer was still receiving critical news updates. She also found a giant TV and shelves filled with DVDs. She grabbed one, popped it in, and started watching, completely unaware of the world unraveling outside.